Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Oh no, I've frozen once again. Damn, I hate it when I first go out streaming. Okay, hopefully, I am not frozen on your end. And if I am, hopefully it unfreezes very soon. Otherwise, you are going to be having a few funny looks from me. But I promise they're not intentional. Okay, let's see if I can get this up and running. It sometimes takes a few minutes when we first go out streaming. Does my head in, but eventually we get there. I think it's because we're streaming out on so many platforms, but hopefully I can get this working. Okay, let's see how I go. I look pretty weird on the screen, that's for sure. Okay, so if you are tuning in and if you can hear me, please go ahead and start liking and sharing our live and also putting up your comments this evening, as we will be having 2 mediums in this evening. So if you're wishing to connect with Spirit, pop those questions up while I try and work out what is going on here. Bear with me, guys. Let's see if we're working now. I don't look frozen, so yay, hopefully we're streaming. So sorry for the delay. I honestly believe it's because I stream out on so many platforms, but we'll see. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome to Royal Psychic Live TV, episode 19. I'll just turn this down just a touch. I like to have the music playing in the background, but softly. Okay, so here we are going to be doing free psychic readings this evening. If you were hearing anything that I had to say earlier, if we're streaming. Okay, it's Tuesday the 18th of August. It's 8 p.m. Sydney Eastern Standard Time. My name is Tracy and I will be your host this evening. I do go by the name Angel TraShell. That is my business name. That's what a lot of you know me as. Okay, so please like and share this show. That'll be fantastic, so we get a few more people jumping on. As I said, we will have 2 psychics in this evening, mediums I might add. So if you're looking at connecting with Spirit this evening, pop those questions up. Now, the more direct you are with the questions when you're connecting with Spirit this evening, the better, because these are just a little bit of a snippet. Then you could always book in privately with a session with these ladies to get an more in-depth reading and a more better connection with your loved ones. Okay, so it is just a brief reading or a smidge of what goes on in the spirit world. We are doing the tarot and psychic readings on the second half of the show, but when I do bring Sandra up, Sandra is more of a medium. That's why I'm saying be direct with your mediumship questions, because the more direct you are, the more quicker we can get through everyone's comments. Also, before we start tonight's program, now we have been getting a few trolls following our page, so I would advise you all not to comment to anyone that comments on the feed other than myself, the page, unless it's someone that you know or you've been interacting with them on the live feeds. That's fine, chat away. But other than that, just, report them and don't comment, because they'll tell you you've got a curse or you've got a spell, and they'll demand and ask for lots of money and put the fear of God in you. And I don't want that happening to any of our beautiful, wonderful souls that come in and connect with us every week, every Tuesday and Thursday. And so I'm just looking out for you, and look out for each and every body on the page as well. We're becoming a family, so look out for your brothers and sisters, okay? That'd be fantastic. And please, please, please let me know where you're tuning in from. I love hearing where you're all watching from, what countries are tuning on, even the time, because it's time difference everywhere. And so it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. So like I said, we do have 2 psychics in the studio this evening. We have Sandra And then we also have Linda coming in at 9 o'clock. Okay, and I've already got Sandra out in the lobby. So we might go ahead and bring her up why I'm not freezing. You know, that'll be a good idea. Now, also, if you could share this or create a watch party with family or friends, that would be fantastic. I'd really appreciate that support and love. And one last thing before we get into everything else. The business itself and the psychics, we've all been nominated for the local business awards here in Liverpool, locally here in Australia. And with all of our events being cancelled, I would appreciate the vote. It takes only 2 seconds. I have popped the link up in the feed. So please, please, please take that time to show us the support and love and send us in that vote. I'd really, really appreciate it. Now, let's get to Sandra and bring her into the studio, and then we'll get the show on the road. Okay. Sandra, down we go.
Hi.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you, Sandra?
I'm good, thank you, darling. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Before I start, anyone from Melbourne, Victoria, just know I'm sending you love and healing and praying for you all.
Oh, beautiful, Sandra. Thank you very much. What a lovely way to come in and present yourself. Sending love straight to Melbourne. Now, this is the type of person Sandra is, honestly. I met Sandra, it was 2019, wasn't it, for the Royale show?
Yep.
Sandra was one of our readers at the Royale show. Absolutely blew me away with her mediumship readings and just the love and support, because she really does take you under her wing. And once you've had a reading with Sandra, you really do become family. She checks you on a regular basis to make sure you're okay. So that's just the type of person she is. So Sandra, let everybody know a little bit about yourself and your talents and tools, and that would be fantastic.
Hi guys, I'm Sandra Callaghan. I live on the central coast of New South Wales. I did all my training at the lovely Creative Spirit Centre at Mitchenberry. I am a psychic medium. I don't use cards. I don't use crystals. I just totally rely on spirit. I have my own beautiful guides. Up there behind me, that's Isis. And I also have Chief White Cloud and Athos. Very interesting reading if you want to look them up. But I totally rely on your questions and your spirit, your past loved ones to come through. I'm 66 years old and I love what I do.
Awesome. Now, can you see the comments coming through on your end? Okay, so all right, so I'll be popping the comments up. Another thing, guys, don't forget to click on the Yard Stream link in the post up the top. It takes 2 seconds. That way we see all of your beautiful comments coming straight through to the show. Because a lot of you tend to forget just to click on that link, and I'm not streaming or I'm keeping an eye on, because I'm streaming out over 10 pages this evening and all the comments are coming through the Yard Stream. So if you are viewing from any of the Facebook pages, you are required to click on that Yard Stream link, just so we can see your questions and your beautiful faces coming through here to the studio, so we can bring you straight up to the show, okay? Okay, oh, Sandra, we've got one here for you straight away. Can you see that message there, sweetheart?
Yes, I can.
We've got Cassandra. Please tell me anything, Sandra. Now, Sandra connecting with the spirit world, so we'll see what she's got there for you, sweetheart.
Cassandra, I see a few changes coming in for you. I think, are you getting married soon, or you were going to get married and COVID's put it off? I feel you've got a very loyal partner. I do see a few changes in the job world for you. I also ask you about your grandmother on your dad's side, because I am getting her. I'm sure she has crossed over. She is saying hello. You have a few people on the other side. You also have some friends on the other side as well. Just know they're all with you. When they pop into your head, it means they're around you. So please say hello to them. Spirit love nothing more than to be recognised.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Please like and share this feed, guys, because I'm still blocked from sharing, so I can't share this feed out. So I'd really appreciate any support from you guys. Yeah, I really mean it. I really do appreciate the support. You sharing the live feeds this evening. Hi, Hayley.
Hi, Hayley. Are you studying? I'd love to know if you're studying. I'm getting books with you. If you're not currently studying, you'll possibly be going back to the books. Don't be frightened of it. You're going to be fine. I think for you, it's time to step up and get back into the books and back into the study if you're not already doing it. Spirit is saying you'll succeed. Just put your nose down and get into those books.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Well, everyone's just saying hello, 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 or saying hi, hi. Okay, we're going to start. Okay, everybody start popping some questions up. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we've got Linda. And Hayley did say she is studying.
Oh, good. Yeah, she's meant to be studying, and they are saying that she'll succeed, and it'll really set her up for later on in life. Linda would love a reading. Linda. Ooh, Linda, you're a bit of an interesting character. I'd love to know if she has 3 children. I'm getting 3 children around her. God, it's hard when they don't have a photo up, isn't it?
Yeah, I've said that before on the post. It makes it so much easier, especially when we're doing mediumship, if you've got a picture of yourself.
Yeah. I feel Linda needs a reading. That's the trouble. I feel she's struggling. She's struggling internally. God, I wish she lived near the Central Coast. I'd love to give her a reading. You
can always do one by video chat or messenger, Facebook Messenger. Yeah. So Linda, Sandra's reaching out for you to connect in with her there, sweetheart.
Add me to your Facebook. I would even consider doing a phone reading with you because I feel you are going through struggle at the moment.
Your link to your page is in the top of the feed, so all you have to do is click on it.
Yep, excellent. So I'd probably like to leave her to do her privately because I think she's got a lot going on. Hi, Melissa.
Yeah. These people say hi. They're all jumping in saying hi, good evening.
Hi, Tina. Oh, all right.
You're all well. Thank you. We're all well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Grace.
Hi.
They're all jumping in. Hi, hi, hi. I've sort of popped some faces up. Okay. Good evening, folks. I love it, Cassandra. Thank you so much. Hello. Start popping all your questions up. And please like and share, and don't forget to click on that Yardstream link so we can see your comments all coming through. And I'm going to check to see if my stuff's coming through. Okay, Kelly, oh my God.
It's like we are reading your mind. It's like
you can. It's my favorite time, Tuesday. Hi, Angel. Oh, thanks, gorgeous. Thank you. Okay, hello from me. Anything, please?
Yes, Kylie. I want you to stop worrying about your dad. Your dad's fine, so stop worrying about him. I do have your grandparents here on your dad's side. Your granddad is saying he loves you very much. And he's telling me you have a sister. Can you say hello to her from him as well? Kylie, I think you've been doing it tough, but I tell you what, it's leveling out. I think you're having smoother waters ahead, which I'm really pleased to see. You're very giving. You give your whole heart, and a lot of people abuse that. Please learn to say no a little bit more, especially to some of your friends. And stop worrying about your children. They're fine. Hi, Lisa.
Everyone's jumping on. Hi. Start popping some questions up. Hi, Angel. Hi, Gina. It's one of our regulars. How are you? Thanks for sharing, Pamela. Beautiful. Thank you. Christy Wright.
Not present on mine. I would
Not
love
my praise on mine. I love a reading.
and anything about your dog. I would love to know if your dog's crossed over, because he was old, or he's an old dog. He is absolutely fine and still around you. Your love life, my God, love. You've got a man that really does love you, and yet you're scared. You're too scared to continue. Your love life's going to be great. You are going to find the peace and the happiness that you want. Learn to trust again, because I feel your trust was broken in a past relationship. So I would definitely be looking forward to that, and know that there is a dog there, but he was very old when he crossed over.
Beautiful, Sandra. Considering you haven't had pictures or anything, you're doing really good with these connections.
Thank you. Kerry Wilton, anything for my friend who passed 4 weeks ago? I'm so sorry, Kerry. I do have a female here. I hope you... I'd like to know if it was a female. And she's saying that... she's... gee, you're really suffering, sweetheart. Can I ask you to let me know if it's this female?
I've just gone down to the messages to see if it's coming through. So, Kerry, if you've got that, put it back in. She said yes.
Right. So it's the female I've got that's here. She wants to thank you. You, boy, you really suffered with this lady. And she is saying that she heard every word you said right up to the very end. She will always be with you. She will always be there to help you. That's the other important thing to remember with spirit. When they do pop into your head, you can ask them for help. So, Kerry, talk to her like you used to. I know you're very heartbroken at the moment. She is fine. She says she's no longer in pain and she's with you. She's saying she's particularly attached to a young child as well, that she's looking over. So know when she's around you, when she pops in your head, say hi, recognise that, and help her to help you. Her broken body's gone, but that beautiful soul, she's a very beautiful lady, is not gone. She is still with you, Eddie. I know it's different and it's not the same, but she will always be with you to help you. I hope that helps you, sweetheart.
Beautiful. Okay. I just see Melissa. I want this one. Oh, did we read Melissa?
Yep.
No, we haven't.
No. Can you tell
she just said hi before, but she's popped a question up now. Yeah, that's it.
Ellison has a lot of anxiety. He does have a lot of anxiety, doesn't he? I think he's very sensitive, this little man, and he will be fine. He's just going to need a lot of understanding. It's like he's not coping at the moment. Try and whenever you have to make a decision with this child or have to tell him to do something, try and expand it, explain a bit more to him so that he doesn't get anxious. And please tell him it doesn't matter if he doesn't succeed at what he's trying to do. I think he feels very pressured. And so just tell him, as long as he tries his best, look, he's a lovely little boy. He's got a heart of gold and he's very close to his mum. Very, very close. I hope that helps you, sweetheart.
Sarah. Hi, Angel. Shared as always. Thank you, gorgeous. Any messages or guidance from the spirit world, please? Well, Sandra will be able to help you out certainly with that.
Yeah. Hi. Is it Starry, is it?
Yeah, yeah, it is too. Sorry, yeah.
Hi, darling. I am getting a message through from an elderly lady, possibly your grandmother, and she's telling me that you have a sister, and she's wanting to say hello. She's saying life's not too bad for you. Just go with the flow at the moment. Just enjoy the ride. Take it slow. Everything's going to be fine. Towards the end of the year, I do see a big change for you. You may be changing houses or changing jobs, but you're going to make a big flip at the end of the year. Something will change, and it'll be for the better.
Okay, where did that just go? There it is. Beautiful. Grace, wasn't it?
That's Grace. Hello, ladies. I would like to know if I have any positive news coming into my personal life. Oh, my God, sweetheart. You've gone through it at the moment, Grace. What I am going to say to you, try and let go of the past. I think you're locked in quicksand. You're stuck. And you need to let go of it to be able to move forward. For you, I think it's going to be a slow movement, one foot in front of the other, one day at a time. In the future, yes, you will have positive news. Things are going to change for you. But until we can get you unstuck, you're just going to be stuck where you are. So what you have to do is let go of the past. Start knowing that you can breathe, move forward, one foot in front of the other, and try not to bring that past forward all the time. You've been very badly hurt. Try and let it go. Another thing you can do is put it in a pretend box, parcel it up, send it up, get rid of it. Once you do that, you will feel the pressure lift off your shoulders, and know once you do that, you can't call it back. So that means you're letting go of the past so that you can move forward.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hi, Kylie. Thanks for your support, sweetheart.
Hi, Kylie. Oh, could I have a reading and messages from past loved ones? You've got quite a few past loved ones over there, my sweets.
Yeah, she's got a brother in the spirit world too.
Yeah,
I can remember her saying it was a birthday, because I should have read it the other night, but we weren't doing mediumship, but it was her brother's birthday or something along that line.
He's here.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
I suspect that is. I'd love to know if that's him in the photo. He's here. He's full of life.
I'm pretty sure that is him, actually.
Right. Okay.
I'll comment. I'll go back down there and look, because Kylie always comments.
He is definitely a lot happier. He wants you to stop worrying. He's not alone. And he says he's been sending you signs that he's still around. So I want to know if anything in your house has been moving, or you put something down and you go to get it and it's not there. He's a jokester. He's got a fantastic laugh, a fantastic smile, a big personality. Lovely, lovely guy, but he is so happy. He looks over you all. Can you say hi to Mum from him, please?
Do you hear that, Carl?
He wants to send a message to Mum, and he's saying hello to his family. He's saying, stop crying. He is really happy, and he's looking over you. It's quite hard for them, because to them, they're still here. They can still function, and everybody's missing them. So please send a message to Mum saying that he came through and he's saying hello. Stop worrying about him, Kylie. He's happy. He's very, very happy. And he is definitely looking over all your family. He's telling me he's got a nephew. He's got more than one, but one nephew in particular he's looking over as well. He's lovely. He's got a terrific smile, terrific personality, absolutely brilliant smile. He is really lovely. You're very blessed that you had him as a brother, and you still have that beautiful soul with you, sweetheart.
Beautiful.
Caitlin!
I thought you must have knew when I seen that message. Oh, must be one that's someone named Sandra. I'll pop it up.
This lovely lady looked after me while I was in hospital.
Hi, Callaghan. Nice for joining. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Please, everybody, like and share.
Yes, Caitlin. Are we having another baby soon? My God.
Ooh.
I think you're clucky. You're clucky again already. If you're not pregnant, I do see a child around you. Definitely within the next 6 months you will be. If I remember correctly, I was doing a reading for Caitlin's mum, and I'll tell you, I just looked at Caitlin and said, "You're pregnant." She found out that morning. So God love her. She is absolutely beautiful. You and your hubby are doing really well. As he changed jobs, I get the feeling he may change jobs again. Your son is just absolutely mind-blowing. He's just beautiful. Say hi to your mum for me. I think of her often. So say hi to her. You're doing very well, my love. But if you don't want another baby, do something, because boy, it's around you.
Keep telling everyone there's going to be a shitload of babies coming in next year called the COVID season.
Angel and Sandra, anything from my Nana? Oh, God, love you, Shelley. Right. Your Nana is, I think your Nana's on your mum's side who passed, Shelley. And I think she was like arthritic, extremely arthritic. She had pains in her legs and struggle. She had quite a bit of pain before she crossed this lady, but she's here kicking her heels up, saying, "Look, I can move." She is so excited because she can kick her legs, she can move, and it doesn't hurt. She's saying she's absolutely fine. Your mother-in-law, who recently passed last October, quite new. She passed quite. I don't feel this lady was like in her 80s. She was quite young. Please say hello to her son. She's here and she wants to talk to him. I'm also getting the name Darren around you as well, or around your husband, and that's coming from your mother-in-law. So if you know who a Darren is, she wants to say hello. I hope that that helps you, honey. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Okay, we've got Lisa.
Lisa. God
I'm sorry to hear, Lisa.
Poor Lisa.
Oh, bless him, sweet.
Sweetheart. He is with his dad. He's also with and it might be your granddad on your mum's side as well, because he's with quite a few elderly gentlemen over there, and they're like looking after him at the moment. They're showing him the ropes. He's so new. He's saying he misses everybody, okay, but he's not in pain. He's happy, and he's not alone. And he is having the big catch up with his dad, the massive chats, talks. I'm getting that one of them was keen on cars or motorbikes, mechanics, something like that, and they're doing this big catch up thing and talking. He also he's telling me he's got a brother. If he's got a brother that's still here, can you say hello to your uncle from him as well? He wants to thank you. He said, "You've been a rock for the family. You've really pulled it to, you're struggling, but you've been the rock for everyone else." Dad said, "Don't forget to allow yourself time for you as well." Okay? Dad said, "My God, you gave him a rough time when you were a bit of a teenager, 13, 14. He said, "Wow, she was a bit of a handful," but he's saying, loves you dearly, sweetheart. He always will, and you can talk to him anytime you want. He listens.
Look, she is honestly going to love that reading. I'm actually getting a bit emotional myself. Yes, I went to school with Lisa.
Oh, right.
So,
God love
you.
Would love any messages coming through or just a reading.
I'm glad you read that because my eyes were a bit.
Sorry, I mean, I always have tissues prepared.
Yeah, well, I wasn't reading, so I wasn't planning on having any here.
He's a nice man. Before I get to Megan, he's a really nice man.
Yeah, father was a lovely man.
So wants to talk to her. If you can, if she can add me to Facebook, I'll give her my phone number and I'll talk to her.
Oh, yeah, I'll send it. Like she'll probably message me for it anyway.
Yeah, send her my phone number and I'll definitely talk to her because he's still got a lot to say.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Megan, would love any messages coming through or just a reading? Megan, you still got a long way to go. You're not that old, my sweets. I think you've got a few changes coming. You've either just got a new boyfriend or you're going to be getting a new boyfriend and just dumped one. There is a love coming into your life. I think with Megan, she's got to understand her mum a bit more. Listen to your mum a bit more. Your mum actually makes sense, but you don't believe it. Megan, she has a sister, and I don't think they talk like they should. Appreciate your family, sweetheart.
That's it. So me now we've got
Step hen.
Inbox me. How did he get broken? I blocked him the other week, so I'm just going to go in and block him because he's gotten onto one of my other pages. Please do not reply to that bloke. That's one of the guys that'll say you've got a curse or some crap.
Right.
So I'm glad I actually saw that then.
Sometimes I think what we do in the psychic field scares people and they just don't know how to handle it because we can see and we can feel people's pain and some people get frightened with it.
Hi, Tracy. First time watching.
God bless you, Tracy. First off, I want you to know you're not on your own. You have got quite a few people around you, so you're not on your own. If you're asking, are you going to find the love of your life? Totally different question. Yes, you will, but I'm telling you, it probably won't be for another 2 years. I think for you, you need to get out of this mindset that you're all alone. You are nowhere near alone, sweetheart. You have not only a lot of people around you and some good friends, you have a few over in the spirit world as well that are still with you. I think you just need to relax a bit. Start enjoying being you. Don't be someone else. Because when you're you, you shine.
Now, did you hear that?
Oh, do you know?
No, I'm just letting them know I'm backing up that because I'm feeling, I'm getting drawn into these readings and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling this too. All right, I've got another new person on. Here we go. Maz.
Anything for me, please? If you can answer, will I have my surgery soon? Sweetheart, I don't think you're surgeon. I'm getting it will probably won't be for about another 2 to 3 months. Don't push the surgery, sweetheart. I'm being told that it's non-urgent and that you will have it and it will be fine. There is absolutely no need to worry. You will be fine, but don't push it before it's time because I think you're better off to definitely within 3 months is what they're telling me. Most definitely. So you will be having it soon. Wish you all the best and we'll send you lots of healing as well for that. And you will come through it fine. Stop worrying about it.
Okay, we haven't read Amy, have we?
No.
I'm taking a list now because I always forget.
She would like a reading. She would like a reading. Hi, Amy. And God love you. I feel you're struggling a bit at the moment. And I think life's been a little bit tough at the moment. Yes, you're just struggling a little bit. Things have changed and you're just not happy. What I will tell you is that your grandfather on your dad's side, He's coming through saying it's all right. You're going to be fine. You do have people on the other side that are all there wanting to help. And you don't ask. You don't ask anyone for help, not even here in this world. You try and battle through. Sweetheart, it's all right to ask. It's all right to talk, and it's all right to tell people that, no, you're not feeling too crash hot at the moment, and life's just been giving you a couple of kicks. But it will get better. It really will get better. Start loving yourself a little bit more. And I don't mean by being a lovo, I mean liking yourself. Okay?
Beautiful. Now, guys, I've just gone onto the pages. Look, guys, I really, really need you to like and share this stream. That'd be fantastic because I can't like and share this evening, and not many of you have shared. So please, show the support to the psychic by liking and sharing this stream to a social group, a buy and sell page, a Facebook page, whichever. Just as long as you share it somewhere, so we can make some new connections. That'd be fantastic. Okay, there we go. We've got. Is that who we had? I had Lisa up first. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lisa.
is my dad proud of the path I'm on, Lisa? Your dad's lovely. Your dad would walk over hot coals for you when he was here. I gather that's him in the photo, and truly what a magnificent feeling I get when I look at his photo. He is such a lovely, lovely man. Your dad would be proud of you no matter what you do, I will tell you that. But yes, he's very proud of you. You've made a big change, and he is definitely helping you with it, and he's definitely proud of you. Says you've come a very long way. You've been very low, but boy, you put yourself together. Congratulations, Lisa. You should be very proud. Your dad is.
Oh wow, they just started streaming up fast. Thanks, guys, for going in and sharing just then. Amy just put that comment up. This was what, Amy, that you just read, and you said that's your comment, but I thought I'd pop that up there for you because it was there.
She doesn't ask. She doesn't ask anyone for help, and it's okay. What I do want you to do, if you really don't like asking people that are living, please ask your spirit family over there. As I keep telling people, they love to help and they can help. You don't need to do it so tough, sweetheart. You really will learn to ask them for help, but don't carry it all on your own. You don't have to.
Okay, have we got anything for Tracy? She's been watching from Narelle.
Yeah.
Hi, Narelle.
Yeah. Tracy.
She's been on for a while too, so.
Hi from Narelle. With Tracy, you're a busy lady. I'm getting your you can talk. You're a very social lady.
Well, like Tracy can. I'm a Tracy, by the way.
Very friendly, very nice. I am getting 3 kids around you, pregnancies. So you're a busy mum, and for you, I'm just getting you're fine. Relationship wise, you, I think, been a bit rocky, but in the end, long term, I think you've got a few hiccups on the way the rest of this year, but there's no mountains to climb, sweetheart. There's nothing major. You're doing everything right. You're a lovely lady. Please just learn to say no to some of your friends, because you're running here, there, and everywhere. It's like, whoa, slow down.
Okay, we've got, hi, Jackie. How are you, sweetheart?
Hi, Jackie. Well, the most interesting thing I think with children is because they're very perceptive on not only seeing spirit, being able to hear them, being able to talk to them. With your daughter, it's a female that she's seeing, and just It's really hard for a child to explain that this lady's not going to hurt you. What you can do is ask, who is she? Try and get her name. What does she want? I get the feeling it's someone in your family, and it's definitely a female. So I think they're kids are amazing, and the trouble is, as a society, we stop them. No, there's no such thing. Blah blah blah. But if you talk to her, and I have no doubts that she's seeing it, because there's definitely a lady in that house where you're living. So ask if you've had, and I'm not getting a grandmother, I'm getting more like an auntie, a younger person than a grandmother. So if you've had a friend or an auntie that's passed that knew your daughter, it could be her coming in, just checking up on everyone and making sure you're right. I definitely don't get that it's anything untoward. The other thing you can do is ask them to put angels on you can I'll put angels on your roof for you and wrap your house in protection. But yes, your daughter can, absolutely. Most children can see them, and yeah, and if it really bothers you and you really don't want to, when she wakes up and she's upset, you can go into her room if she's seeing them in her bedroom, and you can go away. You're scaring my daughter. Spirit love to play. They love to be nice, and you have to treat them like children sometimes. And if you really want it to end and you don't want to know who it is, and you don't want your daughter to see them, just go in there and tell them off as if it was a naughty child.
I love it. Love it. Thank you. Now, I just wanted to share with everyone just why. Well, I've got you. You don't normally do lives. This is probably your first live, isn't it?
First ever.
Everyone. Sandra has never read like this before. Like she does readings like all the time, but this is the first time she stepped up to the plate and done this live feed, and I really appreciate it. So really show us support and send us some feedback and some love. That'd be fantastic. Because I forgot it. Yeah, you've never done a live stream before.
Done a live feed before. Normally I like to be face to face, or normally what I love doing, I do groups, and up where I live I've been getting groups of 6 to 10 and doing a couple of hours stood there directing to them all. I find that I love platforming, but I love doing one-on-ones, but normally I have the person here and the tissues.
Sarah put up this comment. She just put up, thank you so much for that connection. Yeah, so she really appreciated that.
You're more than welcome, Sari. She's a lovely lady. So, yeah. I've got a lot of people here.
Yeah, I bet you have. There's so many people coming through on the page. I'm just going down. Because a few people are asking for a reading, but I know that Linda does the cards and stuff like that, as well as the mediumship. So I thought those more of the direct questions I'll leave for Linda when she jumps on. And Katarina was saying that she would love
to get a reading and anything on pop. To Caitlin, I think I've still got your number. Send me a message.
Yeah.
I'll ring you.
I'll send her your contact details when we jump off tonight, but I just wanted you to see that message just in case I forget, so you can remind me. Because if anyone knows me, I've got a mind like a sieve. Terribly. I'm so shocking. Okay, I've just got to pop this up for you also, because everyone's telling you what, you're doing an amazing job and stuff like that. Spiritual spirit. They're just all writing stuff up, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll pop some stuff up. Okay.
Thank you.
My name is I was getting to you, sweetie. I hadn't forgot, but I'm trying to find your actual question. So if you pop that question up again now, Jade, that'd be fantastic. Because I know you had a question there, but it's gone that far, I've lost it. Yeah, I've got that, sweetheart. I keep getting those messages, but any messages. There we go.
I've got Jade here, and she obviously wants any messages. I'm getting the feeling she's got 2 kids, or she's had 2 pregnancies. She may have lost one, and that little soul is definitely still with her. I'd love to know if she lost a child, miscarried.
I'm waiting on her to comment.
Because she's definitely got a little soul around her that's obviously staying attached to her. And her family on the other side are definitely caring for this soul. I would say she probably had a miscarriage. So hopefully she'll come back to us and let us know. I think she's very emotional at the moment with Jade. I think she's just really struggling a little bit with her own emotions, and she needs to know that don't read too much into everything. I think she's well loved. She's liked by a lot of people, but I don't think she recognises it.
Okay.
I hope that helps her.
I just refreshed it to see, but I can't. She's probably. Well, there's one, Jade. Nope, I have one now. So I don't think she's had a miscarriage, but she's got one now.
Got one now. Yeah, I do see two with her. I think she'll have two living. But there is a little soul there with her still attached to her. So I'd be interesting to do a proper reading for her and dig a bit deeper, because it's definitely a baby that has been miscarried either by her or a sister or even a mum. And that baby is in spirit and being cared for.
Is her dad also there in the spirit world?
Yeah.
So I think there it is. I thought she asked that. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know about your dad. Your dad said he's this child, whoever lost a child, they've got it, and he's helping look after it. Dad's saying hello. I don't feel Dad passed away long ago. He's not like been over there for a long, long time. I'm getting that. I'd love to. What nationality? He's got an accent when I hear him, and it's definitely some European country. He's got a bit of a twang with his accent. He's saying hello. Say hi to Mum. He's saying he loves you very much, but he's also telling me he's sorry. He thinks he could have been a better dad, and he's sorry. He wished he'd told you more when he was here, exactly how he felt. So that is what I'm getting from him. I hope that helps.
Beautiful, thank you.
I would love a message, Sandra. Is there anyone in particular you want a message from, Christy? I think
I'll go down and see if she's commented again.
Just while we've got limited time, it's best if they say who they want to come through.
Yeah, so anyone that does want a question up, you want to pop it up because Sandra will be leaving us in the next 10 minutes, and then I'll be having Linda jumping on.
Christy, I've got your grandmother. I've got an older lady over here anyway, and I think it's your nan. I think it's her, and she's saying hello. And
I just seen a message right up as well. Have you got a step? I think it was a stepdad. I think that she wants to know as well. There we go.
Right, Christy, stepdad.
That helps. That yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, it does help because it helps me sort them out when I've got quite a few people here.
She's got them all lined up there, all jumping in, wanting ready to go to jump in for the connection.
Stepdad. Christy's stepdad says hello, honey. He's saying, oh, he wished he could be there. You've got some event coming up, or a birthday or something quite joyous. He wants you to know he will be there. So, and he's saying he will definitely send a sign. So look for a feather. He's definitely saying he'll give you a sign that he will be there celebrating with you all. He's saying he did love you, and I think at times you doubted that. But he's a nice man. He's changed though. I think he's quite sorry that he thinks he could have done things better, and I'm telling him that it's okay. He did what he thought was right. So I hope that helps you.
That's beautiful. Okay, so guys, Sandra's on for another 10 minutes and then we'll be bringing Linda into the studio. So hope you have all appreciated these beautiful connections that Sandra's been sharing with the spirit world this evening. It's a lot of work because she's pumped out about over 20 odd readings here in that hour. And I think it would have been extra hard not having those faces there to communicate and connect with, because she's not even getting your picture there. So it's a lot of energy work that she's doing as well. She's just lucky that she's got them all lining up there.
I'm sweating.
All right, I've got one here, Jeanette.
Jeanette, I would love a reading. Any messages about my children? Oh, and so they're two girls. Yes, they are two girls. Your children are okay. I think your eldest one, your youngest one. I'll go with your youngest one first. My God, she's got some energy. She's bubbly and vivacious, and she's got a lot of energy. And sometimes you think, oh, will she ever go to sleep? She's going to need something to help burn that energy off. She's a lovely little girl, and she's just out there. Whereas the eldest one, I feel, is a little bit more held back, a little bit more shy, and she tries so hard. God bless her little soul, and she's a lovely girl, and she really puts 100% into everything she does. But she's your quieter one. I think the younger one, boy, she's just out there. And the elder one is really, really a beautiful. She's quite mature for her age, and I feel at school she just hangs back a bit, but she's not lonely. She's got friends, and she's happy. And you're doing a wonderful job. They're both two incredibly happy children, but that youngest one, my God, you must be exhausted when you go to bed. She's got so much energy.
Beautiful. Okay, we might leave this one. Let's go random pick. Who's the lucky last for Sandra?
Bronwyn, please, Sandra. Hi, Bronwyn. My mum's name is Sandra.
Now, listen, I know she's been wanting to connect with her girlfriend, which I've been asking her to connect with. Maybe you might pick her up. Her girlfriend, I think it was a suicide. It was her best friend, and she's been wanting to connect in with her. And I know she hasn't popped that message up, but it probably would have been popped up previously, because I know that she's been wanting to connect in with this person.
Bronwyn wanted to connect with her girlfriend who suicided, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. She's here, and she's saying, Bronwyn, stop crying.
Yep, that's it.
She did not fit in. She struggled, this poor lady.
Yeah, that's right.
Every day she really struggled, and she didn't belong here. She is so sorry for the devastation it's caused, that she's seen the horrible ripple effect from any suicide for any family member or friends. But she does want you all desperately to know she is finally happy. She is finally smiling and laughing and at total peace with her decision. So I would suggest, Bronwyn, that you still talk to her. By all means, you can talk to her. And what you do is just let her know that you're fine. She knows you're fine, and she is so happy. That poor girl really struggled a long time down here, and for her it was the right decision. A lot of suicides I get, some of them don't mean to do it and it goes wrong, but she did. For her it was right. Thank you so much for everything, the chat, the big D&Ms, the love, the bond that you two had is very special. Know you still have that bond, and you will always have that bond with her. She's also saying a name, Darren and Sarah, and she's throwing names at me now. So if they mean anything to you, they have come from her.
Oh, she'll be loving it, honestly, Sandra. So, okay, so everybody, I'd just like to thank Sandra for coming in and doing all those beautiful, beautiful readings and connections this evening. And Sandra also does work for the Royal Psychic Reading Room at the Royal Easter Show, and she'll be there again in Sydney for 2021. She's there, I think, 5 days over the show. Her dates are already up on the Royal Psychic website. You can already pre-book your readings for the Easter Show for 2021, and you will see Sandra up and around and on events up at the Central Coast. And that's also where Sandra reads from as well. And she does do now upgrading, and she's going to be doing a lot more work by video call.
Thank you, Trace.
But with that, she'll have you sitting there. You'll have, she'll interact just like she did, like just us two were interacting. So it's just as easy as sitting there in the room. Okay, so thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. Thank you, everyone that's been liking and sharing. I'm going to let Sandra go because she has been reading for over an hour now. So thank you very much, Sandra. And I really did enjoy those beautiful readings this evening. And we'll have you in the next couple of weeks for another episode. I can't even believe we're up to episode 19.
I know, it's going well.
We're going strong.
Yes. Thank you to everyone that came, and if anybody wants to ask any more questions, feel free to add me on Facebook, and I will definitely try and get to you all. Everyone stay safe, take care, and good luck, Melbourne.
Thank you. Good night, Sandra. Good night. Thank you. Oh, wasn't she a lovely little soul? Okay. I just love it when we get all these different psychics. As I said, we didn't have just one psychic medium, really, because they're both talented mediums. And I know you all love your mediumship readings now, but Linda does a multi-range of things. So she uses the spirit. She connects with your loved ones. She does the tarot and the oracle cards. And I've never, ever in all my life seen anyone read the tarot card and the oracle card the way Linda does. It's fascinating. Just the amount of resources she has, and just the amount of energy, and just the way she reads it, and the way she extends the reading off different sections is just amazing to watch when you're actually having a reading with Linda. So I just thought I'd share that before I brought Linda in. But Linda will be talking about herself. Now, Linda has been trained by some of the best in the world. Linda also teaches here in Sydney, Australia. And I'll let her share. I was going to share, but she might want to say who she's been trained under and all the awards and all the certificates and everything like that she holds, because she's multitasked in all areas. Okay, so let's bring Linda into the studio and let her communicate with you guys. So please like and share the page. Please put your questions up. Linda will be doing direct questions as well as mediumship. So all those direct questions are up. I will be getting to those. So let's welcome Linda, because it is her first time this evening. I'm excited.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I think I got a bit of reflection off the glass, so excuse that.
I do it all the time. I always look weird. It's when I look at the screen. So I've always got blotches all over my eyes.
All good. So, hi. Thank you for having me, Tracy.
Oh, well, I've been excited to have you on, and I've just been sharing a little bit with our viewers, a little bit about you, and but I thought it's best coming from you, because I always leave bits and pieces out and who you've actually been trained from, where you teach, where you read. So I know you read all around the world. I know that you go to New Zealand a fair bit, so you have a lot of clients in New Zealand, and I know we get a lot of viewers from New Zealand. She goes to Melbourne, Brisbane, and a few other places like that, but yeah, I'll get you to share a little bit more in depth.
Great. Well, I've been doing this for a very long time, like most of us. We've had it since we were a young child, and as you said, been trained by some of the best psychics, mediums around Australia, but had the opportunity to connect with an amazing medium from she was originally from England, but set up a school in America, and her name's Lisa Williams. So I done most of my training in America. And I did a master's in teaching over there with Lisa. So I'm actually one of Lisa's master teachers. I'm one of 33 worldwide. I've worked in America, Buffalo, a beautiful town called Lilydale, which is where modern day spirituality began, really. England, had the opportunity last year of working with Scott Alexander King in England last year. Supposed to be in Canada as we speak, but obviously COVID has stopped me from going to Canada. And as Tracy said, my second home is New Zealand. So I work in Christchurch, but my home base over in New Zealand is Queenstown. Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, of course, all around Australia. Not Australia, New South Wales. So honoured to read all around the world as well as teach around the world. As Tracy said, I've got many certificates, from, and it's not just certificates, it's basically, I believe that, everything that I've done, I've taken it to the limit. I'm a Reiki master. I have got a diploma.
Sorry, Linda, I click on a message. We're flying up the stream like there's no tomorrow.
I'm a Reiki master. I've got a diploma in crystals. I'm a meditation instructor. I'm also hypnosis and matrix trained. I work with police. I have done for over 12 years. I teach forensics. We work with not just live cold cases. I have got a beautiful forensic course coming up. I've taught with Lisa in America as well as in Australia with forensics, but I also do it on my own. So we work with New South Wales Police and had the opportunity to work with Melbourne Police. I also basically teach on a Monday night. At the moment, COVID, the beautiful Zoom meetings are happening. But I've just, one of my students has got an amazing studio at the back of Wedderburn. And the space is just absolutely huge. So we're taking all workshops down there. She's on a massive big property. So we can be COVID safe, limited spaces. So I have got a workshop coming up in about 4 weeks' time. Yep.
Is that the forensic one?
The first one basically is a development class, which is on the 12th and the 13th of September, but the forensics is on the 26th and the 27th of September. We're not only doing it basically on the property. The property's got the original post office, the original well, as well as a lot of Indigenous connections on the land as well. So we're taking forensics there and doing a lot of field connections with that, as well as working with some live cold cases as well as live cases. So that's happening very, very soon. So very excited, but it's lots and lots happening. We're trying to reinvent the wheel instead of basically doing a lot of stuff that we're so normally doing. Having that one-on-one is working with a lot of more computers, but also, having to be really, really well and truly aware of COVID and doing things in a little bit more of an open space instead of what we're so used to with confined spaces at the moment. But that's where we are at the moment.
That's it. Yeah, it's terrible times, but yeah, at least we can still do things. Now, we'll jump straight into the readings. As I said, guys, she's multi-talented, but I did stick up Willow because I had to stop the messages because I'm flying up the screen. I thought, I'm going to lose all these messages. You might be able to see the messages coming through your end on your screen as well.
Oh, darling. Hi, Willow. How are you? Thank you for connecting to me, sweetheart. One of the hardest things is when we love someone and we're so dysfunctional from our family or so disconnected. And when we lose someone and we don't get the opportunity to say goodbye, it's one of the hardest things connected with grief. I will say your uncle is okay. And I will say, basically, you did have that beautiful connection with him, especially when you were quite young. And I do feel basically his passing was extremely quick. So I do hear him being here 1 minute, gone the next. And, you know, he's also acknowledging life hasn't been easy for you, especially from the time you were quite little, because I do see basically a little bit of, I'm going to say, separation between mum and dad. And I think this is basically where family, you know, we don't get to connect to them the way that we do. But our loved ones are always our loved ones. And I will say your uncle is just, you know, like a father figure to you. And that connection that you have never, ever gets broken. So I will say, sweetheart, he's watched over you for a very, very long time. And even though you only just got to know that he has passed away, I will say basically he's been connecting to you for such a long time. And that love never gets broken. So don't ever feel guilty about not being there or not understanding or not being there when he passed away. Remember the person that he is, because that's how he wants you to connect to him, that fun-loving, beautiful person that he was on this earthly plane. And with that comes that extreme amount of love. Sweetheart, you can say goodbye to him privately by lighting a candle and letting him know that you know, regardless of circumstances, that you still love him and that connection is real. So I hope that helps you, sweetheart. And remember, never feel guilty connected to something that was out of your control.
No, that was beautiful, Linda, beautiful. Okay, Lucky, liked and shared. I would love to know if there's anything relationship coming for me.
Wow. Wow. You know, the first thing I get with you, Lucy, is a little bit unlucky in love. What I do get is basically significant life events that are changing within your life. You know, they all say this COVID, we can't go out and we can't find the ones that we want. And Mr. Right isn't going to knock on the front door. You know, you've been really unlucky in love, and I do see a lot of basically heartache sitting around your heart. But what I do get with you is basically, as I said, significant life events changing, especially over the 6-month period. I want to say as we come into warmer weather, especially around about the Christmas mark or the December, January, it's letting me know of a little bit of change with you. And what I do see is basically you need to stop taking second best and you need to love the person that you are, because the right person's coming into your life as long as you believe in yourself. You're an amazing young girl that's got a lot of talent, but I do feel it's basically wasted on things that basically are out of your control, or letting go of past so you can heal, so you can move forward. Give yourself about 6 months, sweetie, and basically, as I said, you know, go out and experiment, or shall I say, put yourself out in the world, but also remember your worth. And when this person does come into your life, you know, the first thing I get is basically they're going to work with their hands and they're going to be a good worker or a good provider. And I keep getting, you will trust this one. So go with your heart, but also don't forget about your head. And basically don't fall in love with love, but fall in love with someone that basically loves you back. And that's more or less sitting, as I said, coming into the tail end of the year. So look out, or shall I say, expect the unexpected.
Beautiful, Linda, beautiful. Oh, there we go, Linda. Robin, I put, yeah, hi, Linda. When I send the messages, hi, Linda. Yeah, I thought, beautiful. There we go. Robin.
Hi, Robin. I know you've had a recent passing, and I know that you didn't get to say goodbye to this person, and I do feel basically very, very strong. You know, I do feel that he went as peacefully as he possibly can. I do feel I see his hands hanging up like this, and it's acknowledging the fact that he fought right to the very end. But what I do feel in the end, Robin, is he just closed his eyes and he just went to sleep. So his transition was quite beautiful. I do feel he didn't leave this world on his own. I do feel family around him, and he's basically acknowledging that he left this world with love. I've got a lot of issues around here, or breathing issues as well, but he's letting me know that he was either in a coma, but basically letting me know he's now clear of mind. Now, he is watching over your boy, because I know your boy has got personal issues, and it's basically letting me know that he's got him. He's going to help him from the spirit world, because I do feel no one can help him here in the physical world just at the moment. But understand, your boy is okay. And basically, I do see a strong connection to the gentleman that's passed, connected to your boy that's still here and the living. So rest assured, you might not be able to be there with him all the time, but this beautiful man will be there and keeping an eye on him. Trust the love that comes from the spirit world, and knowing that your loved one, this beautiful man, is okay. And as he's okay, he's out of pain now. So I'm going to leave you, Robin, with his love.
Beautiful. I've had a few of you guys messaging me. If it's not me messaging, all these people that are on there just trolls, please do not reply. They'll say you've got some sort of curse or spell on you. Please just ignore them, guys. I've deleted and I've blocked a couple of them. But thank you for letting me know. Okay, I'll just pop your next one up there, Linda. It's Julianne. Where am I going in life? I'm stuck.
Hi, Julianne. You know, I have. It's just been like a theme over the last couple of months about everyone sort of stuck and not knowing what direction they're going to go into. And, you know, it's bad enough dealing with life on a daily basis without having this COVID sitting on top of us. What I do see with you, sweetheart, is the first thing I get around you is books. So I will say to you that you're struggling connected around work. And I will say finish what you've started, because they're giving me two opportunities with you. You know, you can either stay exactly where you are, and I keep getting Groundhog Day. So I keep feeling, you know, you get up, you do what you have to do every single day. But there's a second opportunity that will make you a little bit more happier. You know, don't be frightened of jumping. Don't be frightened of believing in yourself or following your passion, because while you are stuck in this rut, or while we were stuck in, you know, behind closed doors at the moment like everybody else, you know, we start to overanalyze, and we start to basically get ourselves into a place that we can't really see outside of it. You know, go with the warm weather. You know, we're just about into spring, and spring brings new beginnings, but you also need to have new beginnings for you. Go outside, you know, connect to the earth. Go outside and connect back to self. Learn to love the person that you are, and have that passion in you to believe that you don't have to just to exist. It's time that you started to live again, and that's believing in you. What I do get with you is basically plans changing, and there's so much going on in your own personal life that basically you can't see what's going on right in front of you. So it's really important for you to learn to love you and let go. Just let go. And the moment you let go, I will say unexpected opportunities will be in front of you if you only see what's in front. But you need to believe in you, sweetie.
Even though you haven't read for me, it's so calm. It's so calming.
Oh, thank you, Sam.
While we've got you up, Sam, I think we'll get Linda to pull a card out or see what she can get for you anyway.
Oh.
So you've had a reading.
Beautiful. Oh,
yay, retro.
What I do see with you, I don't know whether there's a new home or new beginnings with you, Sam, but what I do see is basically some change. And I'm going to say deal with the changes, especially over the next 4 months, in sensible approaches. Finances, I do feel will improve with you over that period of time. But I'm going to say to you, you as a person, don't give up on you. You know, there's one thing that's coming to mind at the moment connected to you, Sam, is basically don't underestimate you. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to say, do me a favour and choose your battles wisely, especially when it comes to children and family, and have the courage and strength to believe in yourself. But what I do see is you're very intuitive, and you've got an amazing knowing. How do you know? Don't know, you just know things. So go with the flow. You're an incredible woman that's basically busy, but don't forget about you.
They're just beautiful connections, Linda. Okay, we've got Trisha. Hi, Linda. I've been having trouble with my eyes. Can you see this ending, please?
Oh,
I hate when I get irritable eyes.
You know, one thing I will say to you, Trish, I am not a doctor, and none of us are a doctor, and medically we really can't diagnose anything connected around you. But I will say to you, if your eyes are really playing up and you are very, very concerned about them, first stop is go and see an optometrist and basically allow them or listen to them to what they have to say. You know, I do get basically twitching connected around the eyes, and I don't know if there is a little like a mark or like a mark on basically the pupil connected around you. But what I will say to you is basically your first call of port is basically get it done medically and get it done properly, because, you know, I can tell you that with proper medical care, I will say your eyes will settle. But as I said, you know, as a psychic, I am a psychic. I'm not a medical practitioner, and it's not up to us to diagnose. But I will say to you, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and don't be frightened of basically going through 100% to get the right cure that's right for you.
Beautiful. Liked and shared. Hi, Linda.
From me, to have any messages from me from my sister. Wow. You know, nothing worse than losing a sibling. I lost a brother, and, you know, I always say we can lose a lot of people in our lives, but when we lose someone basically that we grew up with, or that's very, very connected or soul connected to us, is a little bit harder. The first thing I get, I'm not really sure at the moment, but the first thing I get is I've got a tattoo on my arm, and it's a cancer ribbon, so I don't know whether there's a cancer connection there. But what I do see with her is her watching over you. I do know basically you didn't get to say or properly get to say goodbye to her, and I do feel basically her life is a little bit more at ease than what it was. But what I do see is I do see a little bit of, shall I say, I see a little bit of a roller coaster in your own personal life, if that makes sense, Del. And what I do see is you're either clashing horns with someone, or you've got your head in the sand, pretending there isn't a problem, what's going on around you. The only thing that holds you back is you, sweetie. And I will tell you, you've got a lot more strength than you give yourself credit. You know, our loved ones are always our loved ones, and they will always continue. They're not guardian angels. They're not guides. They're your loved ones. And I will tell you, your beautiful sister from the other side is watching over you now, to make sure whatever you're going through at the moment, that she will help you and guide you to what direction you need to really go. I keep getting a celebration around you as well, so I don't know whether it's a birthday or it's an anniversary connected to her passing, but she's basically wants you to remember her the way she was. And I do get basically she's okay, she's fine, but she wants to give you that message on you will be okay as well. So basically, think, make the right decisions that's right for you. Don't underestimate you, and don't do what is assumed of you. Do what makes you happy.
Beautiful readings there, and you're getting some lovely feedback. Thanks for putting the feedback up, guys. I really appreciate it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful connections there.
Hi, Gemma. Anything on my way for my love life? Oh, you've got some battle scars around the house, around the heart, sweetheart. What I do see is, you know, everybody wants to be in love yesterday. And we all look for basically that love connection. And, you know, I always say love yourself first before you can love anyone else. And that's all about standing connected to you. You don't sleep real well. You toss and turn and you overanalyze things. But I will say to you, it's time for you to move into different directions. It's time for you to find you. You know, there is no such thing as Mr. Right. It's because sometimes, Gemma, our expectations with a person can be up here. But what I do see at the moment is there's been a lot of immaturity connected around people that you've been connected to as far as partners. I will say to you, You've liked a lot of people, but I'm not sure whether there's been responded back to you just at the moment. You know, what I want to say to you is basically, apart from COVID, go and explore outside. And basically, we don't need a partner to love who we are, but they're always the icing on the cake if they're the right person for you. So it's just making sure that you have that right person that's by your side, that's going to spoil you like a princess that you deserve. Don't say take second best, sweetheart. And the right person will come along at the right time. You don't need someone to make you happy. Just love you first.
All right. Now, I've just got to go. They just shot up so fast. Then let's just nab one. Who we got? Sonia.
Us. Who's us? Is it just you, Sonia, or is it basically family? Are there any messages for us?
Well, there's a big family in that photo. Maybe just a message for Sonia.
You know, what I do get basically with you, as I see that picture, it's basically letting me know that family is really, really important to you. I do have the matriarch of the family connected to the other side. So I do feel that there is not a grandmother. I want to go nan. I don't want to go grandma. So I do feel it's either nan connected around you. I've got a lady sitting next to me, basically with a massive big bag that, you know, if you sat in front of her, she would have a hanky in her bag. She would have a lolly. She would have something to basically fix something, like a Mary Poppins bag. So I will say she's basically a matriarch. She's basically letting me know that family is really, really important to her. And I do get an immense amount of love. I do get a tight-knit family. And I do feel basically that she's letting me know that she's still here. She's still got her place at the table. And all I want to do is put the jug on for this lady and make her a cup of tea, because she's letting me know, where's the Scotch finger biscuits? Where is my basically place? But I do feel she's letting me know that she's okay. You know, your family is very, very tight and very, very close. And I do feel your family basically are your friends. And what I do feel, the message I get to you is, love what you've got. Love what you've got behind the front door, because it was very, very cherished to her. I do see basically there's someone either in uniform or connected around government around you as well. And I will say basically there's some change going on connected around that. You know, Sonia, don't worry unnecessarily. You've got enough on your plate to worry about anything else on the outside world. But what I do see with you on personal levels, job well done, congratulations. You know, you have, you know, I always say basically, I've still got my mum with me, which I'm very, very blessed. I have not got my grandparents. But, you know, I've got children and I've got grandchildren. And I feel I'm the matriarch of my family as well. And I get that for you. I do see Mother Lion with you. So basically, embrace what you have. Enjoy them while they're little. And basically, you know, you got a very, very loud and a very, very noisy house. But I will say to you, it's full of love. And with that, I'll leave her with you.
Sounds like my house. Sounds like a my place.
I love it when they were all little, because it was so noisy and I knew where they all are, and now they're all older. It's just like, okay, I have no idea. So family, you know, when they're little, you just got to embrace them. What
That's
do you see with your relationship? Hi, Trent. How are you, darling?
Oh, the photo.
Oh. You got someone pretty special by your side. You know, it's so funny. I look at you and I think, okay, you know where you want and you know where you want to go, but I do feel you do everything in reverse. So I'm not sure whether you've put a ring on anyone's finger yet, Trent, and I'm not sure whether you've still got a little bit of trust issues connected around that. But what I do see with you is basically letting me know, you know, if you're not careful, it's going to be the house, the children, and then the marriage. But what I do see is you need to trust. You need to believe that the person that you're with is going to be your forever or happily ever after person. And you need to listen to your own gut. I do like her. I do like the person that's by your side. And I will say to you that the only thing that worries me connected around the two of you is, a little bit of sliding doors. It's communication, communication, communication. You need to be on the same page. You need to have the balance. I will say someone's spending a little bit more than the other, or someone's quite impulsive. So I will say to you, for you guys to have a future and get the house and know where you're going is basically, shall I say, pull the strings back connected around your finances. I see you working with your hands, sweetheart, and it's basically letting me know that you're a good worker. But what I do feel is basically, don't forget, it's not all about work. It's about play, and it's about making new beginnings or making memories so you can move forward into a friendship as well as a relationship as well as love, and stay that friendship right to the very, very end. But I do see it moving forward. I do see basically change. I do have happier times connected around you. But I will say to you, you need to have the confidence and have the trust in the relationship that it's going the way that you planned it to be.
Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that there, Trent. Okay, our next reading, who have we got? We've got Anne.
Hi, Anne. I love it. Howdy doody. You've gone through many, many layers, Anne, from the time you've been quite little. And I will say to you, life yourself has been a bit of a roller coaster. I do see change, and I do see stability, then I see change, then I do see stability. And I will say to you that you've got a very, very prominent man on the other side that basically you've looked up to, that's basically cared for you like a father. What I do feel is, a lot of thank yous connected around him, because what I do know is basically that you did care for him, like your mother cared for him right to the very, very end. And I will say there's more so connections to your mother. And if you could let her know that basically her husband is there, and he wants to let her know that she went above and beyond what a wife can do for him, to allow him to die with dignity. He's telling me he's clear of mind. He's apologising for the person that he is, but he was telling me it's all bite and hardly any. It's all bark and hardly any bite. So I will say you and him basically had some good times as well as clashing. What I do get is a lot of strength around you, and I do feel, very, very similar as far as unlucky in love. But I do feel, from the time you were little to where you are, there's been some instability connected around the foundations of what a relationship should be. And love you. You've got a lot of family around you, and there's a lot of children around you. But, sometimes we need to be selfish and think about your needs as well. So think about you. What does Anne want, and where is Anne going into the future? And that's all about loving her and not being there for everybody else. Because I do see, a lot of people have used you and walked over the top of you. So I'm going to say, give yourself a tick, pat yourself on the back. You've done an incredible job through your young life, through circumstances of change. So believe in yourself, love who you are, and I'll leave that with you.
Beautiful connection. Lovely feedback. You're going to be going and check the feedback later, but you're getting some beautiful, beautiful feedbacks. I did lose connection on one page, but I managed to gather that back. So yay to me. I'm getting tech savvy. Okay, here we go.
My sister-in-law passed early July. Does she have any messages for me? I feel torn apart about all the events that led up to her passing and after. Sweetheart, what I do get with her is, first thing I get is she's okay. And what I do get is basically more than okay. I do feel family is very, very interesting connected around this. And I do feel basically that you were either separated or not quite there with her passing. But I do know that you said goodbye to her privately. When we don't get to say goodbye to them on a personal level, it basically it tears you apart. And what I do see is basically COVID isn't something that allows us to be the human side of us to be able to say goodbye to them the way that we would like to say goodbye to them, and even down to family, because she's apologising for the mess that was left behind, connected around family and connected around, as you say, the events leading up to her passing. I do feel she's giving me her feet, and she's letting me know that she's on solid ground and she's okay. But what I do feel is it's you, and the love that you had for her, and not being able to have that closure that you would like to have had. But what I do feel is, can you look after those ones that she left behind, and let her know, or let them know, that she's okay. And what I do see with you is, keep your head up, sweetie. You're going to be okay. You know, I do feel that I'm not sure whether she's come in your dreams, or you've connected to her, or you've just been sitting there and all of a sudden a thought's dropped into your mind. And that's her way of letting you know that she's okay. I don't know where the drugs or the alcohol come into this, but I'm just going to leave that in your hands, because she's basically saying to me, it's free up here. So I will say to you that she's got a really, really funny personality. And I will say to you, she's letting me know, don't worry about her. It's just the ones that's left behind. And with that, I will say to you that she's closer to you than you ever imagined. So with that,
Beautiful.
I'll leave that with you as far as her love you stuff.
Sweetheart, you did get a reading earlier with Sandra, and she connected in with your best friend. So I just thought, I've just seen your comments constantly going up, so I just thought I will share that you did get a reading earlier on this evening. Okay, and we have Andrew. Hey, Andrew would like to pull a card if you may, or to see what guidance you've got coming through for Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. How are you, sweetheart? Okay, the first thing I get with you, Andrew, is basically the next 4 weeks is about organisation. It's about structure. It's about not finishing what you started, but basically I keep getting paperwork or important paperwork, or put the resume in. What I do feel is, you know, there's some opportunities that you've missed out, but I want you to consider what you want very, very carefully. I do feel finance is improving over that period of time. There is 2 opportunities for you, Andrew, and at the moment there's just so much going on behind the scenes that you need to make a decision on what direction you're going. I do feel basically I'm going to say, open up your eyes, open up your eyes, open up your eyes. You got it, mate. You got it happening. You got good intuition. You know, don't underestimate you. There is something connected around government, or a government role, and that could be as simple as working in a government office, or doing something basically connected around that. There is a lot of books around you, and I will say you are a natural born leader, not a follower. So whatever you do, don't take second best. Reach for the stars, grab it with both hands, but consider what you want and enjoy what you do. Don't take it because you have to. Do it because you want to. And I will say to you, I give yourself 2 months when basically you've got a little bit more stability connected in your life, connected around your finances. Hope that helps, mate.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that, Andrew. Okay, have you got a message for me, please?
Is that a message from Spirit, or are we just doing a message here?
I think we're just after a general message, like a reading message.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Spirit.
Yeah, I have no idea, Charmaine, but what I do see is basically a little bit of an emotional roller coaster on top of you, sweetheart. I do feel basically you need to get some balance in your life, because I do feel you're a little bit out of whack. I do feel basically you procrastinate so much, and you need to do, or you need to basically not overanalyze, or shall I say, stop thinking about, I think I can, and do it. You got the desire to move forward and the search for do something a little bit more different than what you're doing. You really have got a good gut. You know, shall I say, you trust or don't trust people. You either like or don't like them. So basically, the search that you're looking for is basically within. Get some balance in your relationship, and basically go outside, go and have some fun, and don't be inside too much. Get outside, and whether it's a social scene or whether it's basically connecting to family or connecting to friends, you need to get out and you really need a good laugh, and you really need to start to enjoy yourself, because at the moment I just feel like a little bit of sadness or shall I say some tears behind closed doors. So get out there back in the world of living and start to really, really get that balance back in your life and enjoy it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, here we go. Who have we got here? Hey, they're coming up so fast. You don't have to do all that, Linda. You just go with whatever.
The first thing I get basically around you is daddy's girl, daddy's girl, daddy's girl. What I do feel is your dad's been basically, or shall I say he was bedridden for a little while prior to his passing. What I do feel is basically he's letting me know he's up out of the bed. I do feel he's okay. I do feel his passing was, in the end, very quick. What I do feel is that brokenness, that brokenness connected around him. He wants you to know that he loves you very, very much. And what I do see is since his passing, things have not been the same connected to you or connected to family. I hear declutter, declutter, declutter. I do feel basically you standing up for yourself and standing up for your rights as well. But I will say to you, career-wise, there is some change connected around you. And basically you need to start to really review, renew and reevaluate your life and what direction you're going into, because what I do see is time for you to move forward, doll. When we lose someone, especially someone that's so prominent in your life like a father, and him being there for you and holding your hand, and if you need it, kicking butt for the people that are around you, his love is still there and his strength is still there, and you can still talk to him and still know that basically, that love crosses over from one plane to the next, and that is never, ever broken, especially when we have that beautiful, beautiful close bond. I don't know whether you've got Dad's watch, and I'm being a female, I just feel like time is the essence, or he's acknowledging this. So basically, time for you to move into different directions, sweetheart. Finish what you started, and stop procrastinating with basically things that you cannot change. Sometimes we hang on to things, and sometimes we can let it go. What I do see with him is he wants you to know that he heard your words, and you said goodbye to him, and he loves you very much as well. So I do feel, don't ever feel that he left you. His physical body gave up on him. Your dad didn't give up on you, darling. He's just letting me know that he's in a better space health-wise than what he was here on this earthly plane. He's given me a recliner, and I will say to you, he's got a drink in one hand and his feet up in the other. So I will say he's okay. So rest assured, your dad is fine. It's just us that are left behind that basically really, really feel it. But he's okay. But he's still watching over you, not just you, but your whole family. Can you send Mum a little bit of love from him and let her know thank you?
Oh, blessings. Beautiful, Linda. Okay, I've got Melissa. For all of you that just have jumped on, we've got Linda doing psychic readings, mediumship readings, and the beautiful tarot and oracle. Okay, so pop your questions up if you're interested in having a reading.
Okay, what about you, Melissa, is, to me, it's basically all about love. I will say basically there's a relationship on top of you that you have to carefully weigh up decisions connected around that. I do feel it's a healthy relationship, but you've got some decisions connected around this. What I also feel is some important paperwork connected around you as well, and it comes with self-discipline. I will say pats on the back connected around work, and I'm not sure if it's a promotion or there's something, shall I say, you're doing more work than you're getting paid for. So I will say life has just sort of changed a little bit there. You know, in any relationship, whether it's basically connected to you or connected around family, I will say you need to have some open, heartfelt, trustworthy conversations with people around you. And basically, I want to say, you know, I keep getting charity queen or charity queen connected around you. So it's basically letting me know that you're there at a young age for absolutely everyone. But I do feel basically you advise people, or people tend to get drawn to you, connected on, can you help? Can you help? And this is where I see you are of service. But I'm going to say basically, what about me? You know, where do you sit in this equation? Because I do see you're there for a lot of other people, but I'm not sure whether you're there for or whether there's many people there for you. And this is where I'm going to say, stand your ground, I love you, you know, and basically have that intimate relationship with you as well. There is, as I said, a relationship connected to love within your life. And I do see there's some unexpected opportunities connected around that. You know, I said to someone today, I see you traveling overseas, and they looked at me and I said, it could be as far as the Manly Ferry. We're going from one port to the next because we can't see us going basically overseas. So start to get out there and start to do things that you can explore the world with, whether it's going outside, going for a picnic, going over to Manly, or having that connection by the water. You know, we don't have to be confined basically because COVID says we can't go outside the door doesn't mean we can't go outside the door. It's a matter of having that awareness, because what I do see with you is a little bit of fun, a little bit of balance, but also a little bit of movement, because you cannot have all that stress connected around work without having some sort of play at the end of the day. So basically have that balance, because at the moment you're out of whack, and start to be a little bit selfish and think about your needs for a change.
Beautiful, Linda. Beautiful readings. I'm loving listening to all these readings, because I don't generally get to listen to Linda's readings, because she's normally tucked away in her own little booth in her own space. She sells so many products. You just walk past and give her that usual royal wave, because she's, you know, reading constantly. She never gets out of these booths when she's at these events. So it's great to actually hear all these different readings. So it's amazing.
Hi, Shannon. As I explained earlier, you know, sweetheart, I'm not a doctor. But what I do know is basically I do get a pregnancy connected around you, and I get 2 pregnancies. So it's basically letting me know, and I'm not predicting anything, so please don't blow this out of proportion. What I do get basically is sometimes there is complications connected around the early stages of your pregnancy, but I don't see that it's not going to the end of your pregnancy. So I do feel basically that a child will be born and a healthy child. What I do see with you is you need to do everything that they ask you. I do see a lot of medical connected around this pregnancy, and it could be as simple as a lot more scans and just to check to make sure baby's okay. But what I do see is you're going to be an incredible mum, and I do feel you wanted it yesterday. I do see 2 children around you. If there's already been 2 pregnancies, that I will say acknowledges that, but I do see 2 around you, not 1. It's letting me know that you've wanted this child for a long time, and this child is being born out of love. So I will say basically love is what will keep this baby here. I will say a very, very spoilt child, and you will have, if it's a girl, it'll be have the best dresses before you're even 3-4 months pregnant. So I will say to you, that's how much you this child is wanted and loved. Don't overanalyze this, sweetheart. Sometimes we hear one thing from a doctor, and then we get on the internet and we do Dr. Google. I will say, listen to the doctor. Stay away from everybody else's horror stories connected around pregnancy, and listen to your own body. Your body will tell you if there's something wrong. Mummy's instincts are instant the moment that child is put inside your tummy. You will know. So basically, listen to your body, listen to your child. Your child will talk to you when it's in the tummy. I remember knowing what every one of my children were, and basically feeling every movement connected around them. And I will say that you will have that beautiful bond, that beautiful connection as well, because this child is wanted and it's connected to love. So love will keep the child here. Complications are complications, but I will say to you, we have got the best medical team put on this earthly plane that will make sure that you and baby are okay. Good luck with that, Shannon, and basically put your feet up and allow your partner to spoil you. Sweetheart, milk it for everything you can, because you're not going to get it when baby's born.
I hope you take that advice. I put this up and I thought I'd share with you.
Gorgeous. Daddy's gone. Yes, passed quickly. My sister has his watch. Kind of was his. You're very welcome, Rach. You're very welcome. Gorgeous.
Thanks for the feedback and the confirmation there. Really appreciate that. I know a lot of you do put confirmation out. I just don't get to it all the time, but honest to God, we go over the whole live and we read all your information and all your comments. Okay, who have we got next? Hey. Oh, hang on. You just better read this one too from Shannon.
Thanks so much for my first proper pregnancy. I've just had a bit of spotting, so be worried. I'm just glad to know that the pregnancy's going. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Enjoy it. I loved being pregnant. Absolutely loved it. And just enjoy it.
Oh, you better read this one too.
I appreciate it. You're very welcome. You know what? As a psychic, as a medium, validations are absolutely amazing, because what it gives us is basically validation that, you know, what we're doing and what we say is correct. You know, as a psychic, as a medium, our information can either make someone and break someone, as long as we all come from the heart and we do it for the right reasons, you know, and it's not about being a millionaire. It's about being of service, and that's all what we're all about. And that's just helping you with a little bit of, shall I say, hope, a little bit of love, and with losing someone, a little bit of closure and proof that there is life after death, and you know, this isn't just everything.
You're such a beautiful soul, Lindy. You take everyone under your wing. You're just so beautiful. You get some lovely feedback there. I've just popped Susan up there for you.
Okay, do you have any answers for me, Linda? Please. Work, relationship, and kids. Oh, you've got a handful on top of you, darling. What I do feel is I'm not sure if you're a single mum, because I see separate beds with you. So I do feel you're doing everything basically on your own. If you're not single, your husband's lazy. So I do feel basically it's just like busy. What I do see with you is, shall I say, a few battle scars of past. And it's basically letting me know that you're doing the best you possibly can. So pat yourself on the back, sweetheart, because I do feel you're doing a lot on your own. I do feel there's 3 children around you, and I do feel basically, I'm not sure if one's special needs or one's a little bit more needier than the other. I do feel there could be a little bit of sadness, or I'm not going to go depression in children, but I will say it could be a little bit of anxiety. I keep wanting to be drawn to one of the boys or a boy. What I do see is with you, work, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, I worked most of my life basically doing 9 to 5 as well as doing this of a night time, and it was just basically till this took over my passion and my children were old enough for me to be able to travel. And what I do feel is once I left 9 to 5, that allowed me to find my feet. What I do see with you, sweetheart, is you haven't found your feet. You don't know your identity. And at the moment you've just got, shall I say, so much on your plate as far as work, as far as kids. But you guys will be okay, because you are the foundations connected around them that will give them the guidance to let them know that they're going to be good, healthy adults. And that comes from your love and your support and the foundations you give them. You know, sweetheart, relationships will come in time, but I do feel at the moment what's more important and what's more relevant with you is your babies, is basically, you know, shall I say, surviving or putting food on the table, and you're doing a bloody good job. So pat yourself on the back and don't let anybody tell you any different. So I'm going to leave you with that, sweetheart, but I will say to you, I'm not sure if there's relationships coming in your life just at the moment. I do feel wait till the kids get a little bit older and then you can breathe, you know. Take some time out, you know, have some long, hot baths, lock the door, don't let them in, and spoil yourself along the way. So good luck with that, Shannon, and I hope that helps, sweetheart.
Shannon's going, you got me crying.
You're okay, darling. You're very, very welcome.
Evening, amazing ladies. Okay.
Around house, work, or kids, please, Samantha. First thing I'm getting with you, Samantha, is basically money. So I will say to you, as far as a new house is concerned, you got some good business sense on your shoulders. I do feel you know basically how much, shall I say, a diamond ring costs or how much a house costs, and what's your priority and where do you want to put that money, towards a ring or towards a house or both. What I do feel basically is you need to prioritise to what direction you're going into. I also feel don't let anyone basically tell you any different. You know, reach for the stars, sweetheart. I can't even remember the rest of the question. The house, what was the rest of the question, Tracy?
It was house, work. Who was it? It was Samantha, wasn't it? It was house. I think it was a bit on everything. Around the house, kids, work.
Okay, new house. As I said, it's all to do with finances. What I do see, for some reason, I'm drawn to water towards you or moving up the coast, because I do see there's a little bit of change connected around that. Work-wise, if you basically, I don't know why I'm getting hairdresser or something connected around your hands, because I want to say basically you're very, very creative as well. There's a lot of events with you over the next 12 weeks. To me, that's going to happen very, very quickly. And as we come into the 12 weeks, I want to go into the 12th month. So I will say to you, take your time to carefully weigh up decisions on what direction you want to go. I do get a lot of water around you, and I do will say basically, you know, sometimes we romance the past and not understand where we're going in the future. But what I do see with your work, and that's why I thought you were creative. Now, if you live in New South Wales and basically you wanted to move to say Queensland, for example, the job that you do can take you from one state to the next. It's not as if you haven't got a career behind you. I will say you're very, very talented, but I also feel sometimes we can be a little bit silly with money. I'm not sure whether you're an impulse buyer or you spend on things. That's why I said, is it priority on, do you want to basically live in a villa or do you want to live in a unit? So it depends on what direction you want to go and basically where your priorities sit connected to your future. But as I said, between the 12 weeks, which probably would sit as we're coming closer into the end of October, going on to December, is where I see a little bit of movement with you. There is a little bit of a red flag with you. I'm not sure whether it's with relationships or with someone connected around work, but there's a few things basically you need to address. So basically, sweetheart, use your voice. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't say or can and can't feel. Communication is the key connected to you. So speak your mind, but I'm going to say with respect, speak with tact. Think before you speak. Don't speak before you think, because I do feel sometimes, shall I say, people can misinterpret things that you say. You're an amazing woman that, shall I say, knows where she's going. So basically, you go there and basically move, go forward. Don't go backwards. Can't go back there anymore. Move forward.
Beautiful, Linda. Now, Linda's been on for nearly an hour, guys, so not much longer, and we'll be winding up. So get those beautiful questions up. Yeah.
Oh, darling, you've been through a roller coaster. I do see a little bit of deceit connected around you and a lot of unfairnesses. Your child is the love of your life. What I do see is it's time to embrace who you are. I don't know whether you went through courts or there was a bit of a tug of war with you. I do feel there was basically some financial issues connected to your young boy. I do see you settling back into the right life that you deserve. The person that you're with didn't deserve your love and didn't treat you the right way that they should have been treated. You should have been treated. But what I do see is sometimes we can break that cycle. I do see your boy being mummy's boy, and I do feel he's very, very close to you, and he's a sensitive little boy. So I will say to you, teach him how to be a man and how to treat a woman, not the way that you've been treated. Will you remarry? Absolutely. Will you find love again? Absolutely. But sweetheart, don't take second best, and make sure you find someone that sits with you and loves your son just the way that you do. But at the moment, I don't see no one in your life. I just feel you need to find you and basically settle what you've gone through or what the two of you have gone through together. You're an incredible mum. Don't let anybody tell you any different. I look at you and I just see so much heartache connected to where you've come from. So I will say, sweetheart, we go through so much, and I always say they're lessons learnt. Why do we have to go through so much crap? And it's just basically, it allows you to be stronger. So the next relationship that comes into your life, no one walks over the top of you, and they love you and your son the way that you both deserve. You will get love back in your life, but I don't see it just at the moment. So don't be so hard on yourself because you are on your own. Enjoy the time that you have on your own, and basically that allows you to find your identity again that's been lost for a little while. I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart. But when it does come into your life, and when the right person comes into your life, you'll know it with your heart. And basically go with your heart, but also, sweetheart, think with your head too.
Beautiful, Linda. Now, Brownie would just like a card, if she may, please.
Bronwyn.
I keep calling this poor lady Brownie. Oh, that's right. She said she could be my Brownie.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go over it a little bit quick, if that makes sense. I don't know whether there's courts around you, sweetheart, or there's some tug of war with children, or there's a court issue connected around you. Could you just send Tracy a quick yes or no for me?
Yeah, so Brownie, send me a message, honey. Just on the live feed's fine.
Yeah, just a yes or no for me.
I know that she'll be on. She watches the whole show. Jackie, I'm going to get to you. I've seen your message coming through. I'm going to pop it up, honey. Just keep putting it up so I don't miss it. Brownie said yes.
Okay. What I've got basically is a lot of events, shall I say, in the 8th month with you, sweetheart. I'm going to say watch your back. Okay. I do see many things around you. Someone's got some anger issues. I do see courts around you, and you do what's right for you, and you do what's right for what's going on around you. Stand your ground. Don't let people walk over the top of you. There is basically 2 court cases. There could be a mediation as well as court. And I will say basically a little bit of unfinancial security around you at the moment. This is going to come to a head because I do see police, courts, all that sort of stuff between the 8th month, which is now going into the October. October is the end of difficult periods, and the roller coaster is over. So, sweetheart, stand your ground. Don't let no one walk over the top of you. And I do feel you're going to come out of it okay. I don't want to air too much dirty laundry here in front of everyone, but I do know that basically fair decisions will be made.
She'll appreciate all that.
And I'll leave that where that is, okay?
Okay, now, Jackie's been constantly popping this message up. Wait.
So it's connected to, okay, a reading for a girl I know, and the girl that came through, and she is awesome. I'd love a reading, please. I know I'm greedy. Why did you have another reading before?
Yeah, she's popped up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she may have got a reading earlier, but she just constantly kept putting this up. So I thought I had to share with you. But she can always connect with you after. I just thought I'd share it with you because she kept putting it up. I didn't want to feel rude and not pop the question up.
Okay, just a quick one, Jackie. What I do feel is, when the first thing I'm getting connected around it is three amigos. So I will say basically that I want to have a couple of drinks with you girls. I want to laugh with you girls. I want to connect to you girls. I want to share girly things with you girls. And what I do feel is when she passed over, it was just basically, shall I say, a link is missing. And what I do feel is basically her letting me know that she's still celebrating over there, and I do get a lot of laughter and a lot of dancing connected around her. I don't know whether she had a thing for shoes because she's showing me shoes, and I will say to you that she's okay, and that's all you need to know, sweetheart, because her passing was a shock to absolutely everybody. But what I do feel with her is basically letting me know that you need to know that there was two services with her, one that was connected to family and friends, and one that basically you guys did. So I will say that you got together and said goodbye to her privately, or you celebrated and spoke about her quite openly. So she's saying to me, I was there, I didn't miss it. So rest assured that you think that I wasn't there, but I wasn't missing out on basically the girly connections. So I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart. And yes, she was awesome because her personality is coming through very, shall I say, happy-go-lucky and not a care in the world. Now she's okay.
Beautiful, Linda. Okay, we're going to wind up in a minute, guys, because I've had Linda on here for an hour. I'm flogging her tonight, and she's done a few readings here this evening. So not long now, we'll be winding this session up. So who have I got up here? Yeah, she's popped her question up a few times as well there, Linda. I might pick you one more after that, then we'll call it a night.
So what is she asking?
She's just probably something general. She just keeps saying that she's liked and shared, and so I think she just after a bit of a general read because she hasn't actually put
anything up.
Not
okay.
that I anyway.
Okay, the only thing I'm getting with you, sweetheart, and I don't even know if you're TraShell, I do feel basically things as far as life hasn't turned out the way that you expected. And I'm going to say you start to need to think about positive instead of negative and stop crying over spilt milk. I do feel there's been some episodes connected around, look, what I get is new career, new beginnings, new life, moving forward. I will say basically that there is finances or a job connected around you. I do see there's a loan around you as well. And I'm going to say if you're going to buy the car or buy the house or the big item, you will have the finances to pay it back. Embrace the changes that basically are upon you now as you come into the new beginnings, coming into the tail end of the year. Accept opportunities sitting on top of you as well. And basically stop being a little bit of a stress head because what I do feel is, go and have a bath, go for a walk, go for a long walk along the water because I just get a little bit of out of balance with you. But there is change coming. There is a lot of recovery coming around you with your heart as well. So embrace the changes, expect things to get better. Don't cry over spilt milk. And basically declutter, let go, move forward. You've got it, girl. You've got it. So just move forward into where you are. But basically, if you want to go and spoil yourself and get something big, by all means, do it. You deserve it. And basically, you will have the finances to pay whatever the next adventure you're about to embark in.
Sorry, my cat's trying to jump out the window.
How funny. How funny. They say a cat is a feminine and they're very, very intuitive with you. So basically, there's a lot of people around you and the cat's trying to get away.
Yes, I'm really trying to climb out through my blinds. I'm saying, cut it out.
Oh, Trish, my God, you have
Oh, I
had
didn't
so
even realise I put that up.
Yeah, you've had so much loss. Sweetheart, what I do get with your brothers is basically letting me know. First thing I get is someone's taking responsibility for their passing and letting me know they passed through their own hands. I do get basically a cancer connection as well. And I do feel basically you're on your own at this stage. I do feel like it's been one after another, after another, after another. And what I do get with them is basically letting me know they're glad you're here. I do feel, life has got to the stage where I don't want to be here because I don't know how to get over this grief. And basically, also your mum and your sister, it sounds really, really bizarre, but I do see a lot of responsibility is falling on your shoulders over and over and over again. What I do get with mum is basically letting me know, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's just when we start to bury our own children, life becomes really, really hard. I do get a brother basically that's saying a lot of sorries connected around you. And I do get basically, it's just like here 1 minute, gone the next. I've got heart issues. I've got someone that's off their feet. I just feel like that everyone's on top of you. And I also feel that you've either brought someone home or you've done something connected around someone's ashes. And I want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, connected to what you've done. But I do feel, where you are at the moment, sweetheart, grief is a funny thing, and we can either get over it in a week or we can get over it in 100 years. There's no time frame. So don't let anyone tell you that you're not doing the best you possibly can underneath circumstances. I really want to cry behind closed doors with you because I see the amount of tears that you've gone through. But, as I said earlier, we expect our parents to pass because they're a little bit older than us, but we don't expect them to pass so soon. But when we start to lose our siblings and we start to lose the people that we grew up with or our friends is when things start to basically go all over the shop. I'm not saying your brothers were naughty, but I do feel that circumstances connected around their passing hasn't been easy for you. But I do feel that they're glad that you are here. And there's so many people watching over you. Sweetheart, I don't know whether you've got the tattoo on top of you connected around them, because I keep seeing a tattoo with either family or a connection around you as well. So I do feel they're letting me know that you walk or they walk with you every single day. So don't ever feel that you are not alone. And it's such a short time to try and bring all these beautiful people through for you. But what I do know, Trish, is you are not alone. You are loved and you are wanted. And what I do get is the love from the other side is unbelievable. And what I want you to know is their love for you, regardless of circumstances connected around family, doesn't break away. No matter how many times we don't get to say goodbye to people and whether we don't have closure connected around people's passings, sweetheart, know that basically they heard you, they love you, and what I do feel is basically you love them back. So with that, I'm just going to leave you with an immense amount of love, an immense amount of blessings, sweetheart. And I wish I could spend more time with you because I don't think this is the platform to basically bring everybody up in such a short period of time. I could never give them the respect and honour that they deserve. But know that their love is with you. And I'm going to leave you with that.
Now, see how many spirit members you're going to connect in one reading, guys. That's just amazing how many members of spirit she gets in there. So now I'm going to put one more up for Linda, and then we're going to call it a night because I have had her in the studio for a long time. It is getting quite late. Now, if you'd like to connect in with Linda, you can contact the page or you can contact Linda's page direct. The links are all up in the comments, and I will be putting them up into the live feed shortly. So feel free to go in and book a private reading if you need to. If you can't find Linda's links, feel free to message me on the page and I'll send all that through for you. Don't forget that Linda does have courses running and that forensic one, which you're going to see me, number one guest. I work with the police as well, but I'm fascinated with what Linda's teaching in that class. I want to learn more and being a psychic, especially a lot of us, we all like to keep learning and adding new tools to our toolbox, our collection, and that's something new that I haven't done, and it's quite intriguing me. So I'll be the #1 student in that class. So I hope to see a few more of you guys that have tuned in, joining in on that class. Okay, now I have picked one. I think it was Daisy Summer. So I'm going to bring Daisy Summer up to the studio, and thank you so much, everybody, for sharing.
Beautiful. Daisy, basically listen to your intuition. You know, one of the first things basically I teach any student is boundaries, control and protection. When we have got an amazing intuition, you know, one of the first things we forget is basically how to protect ourselves, connected to the human side of life. I always say we're spiritual beings living a human existence. So it's all about basically, every one of us is empaths. Some of us just fine tune it more than others. So it's all about protecting yourself. You know, you already have it. And you've got it there. So you just need to listen to your gut. You know, one of the first things I teach them is how to connect to their guides. Just a quick lesson is ask a question. For example, I could say, is anyone going to do the washing for me tomorrow? And the first thing I heard was no before the question was answered. Now, that would be my guide saying to me, no. But if I'd finished the question and gone, maybe I might be lucky, probably not, rah, 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 that's me inside my head. That's that inner voice inside of me. So use that basically as a little bit of a tool, letting you know that your guide will give you the answer before the question is already finished, because that is listening to your gut. I also give my, shall I say, inside my head or my inner voice another name, so I can separate me or my head or my inner voice to my connections to spirit or my connections to my guides. You know, my students will tell you, and quite a few of my students have been on tonight, my messages are get it, give it, deliver it, don't overthink it. Because the moment you overthink it is basically you giving the message, not basically spirit giving it to you. And that's listening to your guide. Study. You know, you cannot be a psychic, a medium overnight. I can teach you to be an incredible psychic. I can teach you to connect to spirit, but I can't teach you to be a medium. That's something that's within you or it isn't in you, if that makes sense. Every one of us is psychic. The difference between me and you, Daisy, is I fine-tuned it. There's no difference, you know, and basically I've listened. You know, we've got two parts of the brain. Us as beautiful females use one side, the males use the other. So that the males basically, as far as mediums are concerned, can be an incredible medium because they don't overanalyze, they don't think. They're very, very blunt and they give it to you as they see it. Us as females, we tend to overanalyze everything that we hear, everything we see. And if we learn to use the male side of our brain, not the female, I tell you, our information would come through quite clear, quite strong, without basically overthinking it. Daisy, you know, listen to you. Listen to that intuition. People call it mummy's intuition. People call it our gut. You know, that knowing that if you're going to cross the road and someone says don't, or you know not to cross the road because something's coming, listen to that. The more you listen, the more spirit will go, they're listening to me. They're going to give it to you again. But the more you go basically, no, I'm going to cross the road. Don't be stupid. Bang, you know, someone might come across and, you know, you just might get missed by getting hit by a car. And you go, and I should have listened to my gut, because that will never, ever let you down. Spirit will never let you down. I always say we are our worst judges. But if you connect to spirit, it's not us trusting spirit. It's spirit trusting us. And the moment they trust you and you deliver the information and you give it without basically editing it, they'll say, she's got it. Let's give her a little bit more and let's see if we can help her fine tune it. It's all up to you. And that's basically, do you want it to just be a part of your intuition or help you in daily life? Or do you want it to be of service? You know, what do you want it for? What do you want to do with this? My children have all been trained. And I had my young daughter on stage at the age of 15, but she doesn't want to be me.
But I tell you, it's helped her in her daily life, every part of her life from the time she started listening or going to meditation with me to basically where she is today. You know, your gut, we're all born with it. We all have it. It's just a matter of fine-tuning it. I'd love to help you. I'd love to help train you. But it's up to you where you want to take it. So I don't know the other question. It's just basically what I get from you is look at things in different perspectives. Speed bumps hit your way. Those speed bumps. Listen to your gut. Have patience. But basically, you know, just be you. Go with it. Enjoy it. Have fun.
Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you so much, Linda, for joining us this evening. I will have Linda back in the studio in the next upcoming episodes. So feel free to connect in with Linda Usope on her page. You can also find me on Angel TraShell Psychic Reading page. Please like and share our pages. That would be fantastic. I'd really appreciate that. So I really appreciate everyone that has tuned in this evening and has liked and shared this evening or tagged a member. Thank you so much. So we'll be back again on Thursday with 2 other psychics. So I'd just like to say thank you for all that lovely, lovely feedback. Linda, you're going to have to go in and check out the feedback. There's so much beautiful feedback on there. And I'd just like to say thank you to Linda's students that have all tuned in and watched. That would have been fantastic, watching the master teacher in action. Yeah, that would have been wonderful. Next time, send me a list of your students, so when I see them popping on, I can actually bring them up into the studio. That'll be fantastic. Not only that, they can discuss and let other people know what you're like within that setting. So that would have been fantastic to share. So thank you so much, Linda. I'll log you out now, and I really appreciate the love and support that you've brought into the room this evening, all those lovely connections.
Gorgeous. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for connecting to me. And blessings. Have an amazing week. Stay safe.
Thank you. Good evening. Good night, Linda. Thank you so much. Now, don't forget that Linda has all them amazing courses, and I'm not joking, guys. Seriously, you will see me at that the one for the investigations and things like that, because I do like to work in that field, but I didn't even know there was any courses that you could do. So I'm fascinated to find out what Linda's got to share in that. And she does have some high up connections within the police force that I know that she does. She's done quite a few crimes there. So thank you so much for sharing, everyone. I so appreciate that. We look forward to seeing you again on Thursday. Now, I have been advertising that I had Ben come in. Now, Ben is still unwell, so I will be bringing Ben in at a later date. So I'll reschedule someone for Thursday, but we're definitely going to have 2 lovely guests coming in. So I really appreciate all of you tuning in this evening, liking and sharing, because I could not do so as I was hacked, as a few of you know, last week. So I'm still blocked. So good night, everybody. So much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you Thursday. Good night.